Minor League Baseball, the show. Tonight is our second game of this three-game series between the visiting Tulsa Drillers and the West Texas Midland Rockhounds. Well, tonight we are getting ready to have this three-game series at home, and we are good to go. And most likely, we are good to go. We have the 9 innings and 7 o'clock and overcast conditions for the Midland area. Well, let's get ready and get your scorecards out for the start of this game. The three-game series with the Tulsa Drillers and the Midland Rockhounds. Leading off and playing the center field for the Tulsa Drillers is Henry Valera at center. Lee Hu is the third baseman, batting second for Tulsa. Oswaldo Alvarado will be the first baseman for Tulsa. Batting fourth and the designated hitter is Andy Brignoni, the DH. Kyle Saul will be the fifth, batting for Tulsa. Kyle Farmer will be the catcher for the Drillers. Batting seventh for Tulsa is the left fielder Edwin Crow at left. Batting eighth in second baseman is Scott Warden. Batting ninth in leading off the inning of the roundout batting order for Tulsa is the shortstop Julio Venezuela. And on the mound for the Tulsa Drillers tonight is Josh Guzman. Guzman, tonight's Tulsa Drillers pitcher. There's the starting lineup for the Tulsa Drillers. And now, here is the starting lineup for the West Texas Rockhounds. Leading off and playing the designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez. Cortez, the DH. Batting second for Midland is the second baseman Steve Lombardozzi. Lombardozzi at second. Shortstop Patrick Boyer bats third for Midland. Boyer at short. Batting fourth for Midland is the first baseman Jason Nunez. Batting fifth for the third baseman is Renato Nunez. Batting sixth for the center fielder is the Douglas Streeter. Batting seventh in the catching duties is Bryce Norman. Norman catching. Batting eighth in the left field position is Edmundo Castro. Castro at left. Batting ninth, rounding out the batting order for the Rockhounds, is right fielder Donald Kidda. Kidda rounding out the batting order. And on the mound for the Rockhounds, Coleman Riggs. Riggs, tonight's Rockhounds pitcher, and there is your starting lineups.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Ought to be a good one here between the Tulsa Drillers and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Coleman, Riggs, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws, I call it a sweeper. It's kind of it's a hybrid between a slider and a curveball. It's a big sweeping breaking ball. And if he has a good one, you'll see lots of swings and misses early on.
And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Popped him up. Nunez has room in foul territory. One away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit up. One out, nobody on. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Ground ball foul down the left side.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Oswaldo Alvarado. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Count is 2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Josh Guzman, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Patrick Boyer, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Line to the right side. Saul is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Now batting, Kyle Saul. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is taken. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And be on the lookout today, because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Kyle Farmer comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Edwin Crow, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
hit in the air to shallow center. Streeter is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So stepping in, Douglas Streeter. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Center fielder, Douglas Streeter.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Warden loves it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but two-step lead off first base today.
Shot toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Edmundo Castro.
Now at the plate, Edmundo Castro. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Warden has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full. The Rockhounds lead it 1-0. At the plate, Julio Valenzuela, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Grounded down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Henry Urella. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
How about it? Third baseman, Lee Hu.
Striding in once again, Lee Hu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. And that misses. 2-2. The 2-2. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Streeter moves over, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Donald Kida.
Leading off for the Rockhounds, right fielder, Donald Kida.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Varela is right there, one down. Next will be the designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot down the line in left as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. A home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Steve Lombardozzi. Line drive to center field. Varela is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting,
Ready for another chance? Patrick Boyer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rockhounds are out in front, 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Oswaldo Alvarado. He drew a walk his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Up top, it's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
High in the air out to center field. Boyer into shallow center. He's there and records the first out.
the batter, number 15.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andy Brignoni comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. Right.
Here's Kyle Saul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more easy.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the fresh run and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hard hit ball to second. Warden is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled to the left side. Valenzuela in the hole. And this is played nicely on the bounce over there at first. So great plays on both ends as they team up to record the second out.
Streeter.
Standing in, Douglas Streeter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Warden scoops it up on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Rockhounds lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Kyle Farmer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Popped him up.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 30.
Stepping into the box, Edwin Crow. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Pops this one up. Nunez is calling for it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. At the plate, Scott Warden. He flew out in his last at-bat. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Settling in now, Bryce Norman.
Leading off for the Rockhounds. Catcher, Bryce Norman.
Now here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Standing in now, Edmundo Castro, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box now, Donald Hita, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ernesto Cortez, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Castro leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that three-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single. So if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi. He swings and grounds it to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Roll.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Stepping in now, Jason Nunez.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Crow
Will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And here's Renato Nunez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Into the box, Douglas Streeter. Lifted the other way to left center. Crow is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rockhounds are out in front, 6-0. Leading off the inning, Julio Valenzuela, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boyer backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Henry Varela. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. And there's out number 2.
Third baseman number 24, Lee Hu.
Digging in once again, Lee Hu. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
0-1 count and the pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Casey Overmeyer gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Edmundo Castro.
Ready once again, Edmundo Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Donald Pita,
as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Crow is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez.
Digging in and looking for more, Ernesto Cortez. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to left center as they just continue to pour it on here.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
First baseman number 33, Jason.
In now, Jason Nunez. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
And here's Renato Nunez as he swings and hits a laser to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Center fielder, Douglas.
Coming to the plate now, Douglas Streeter. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Varela there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 10-zip. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready for another shot now, Oswaldo Alvarado, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Swinging a looper to left, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Nunez in foul ground, 1 away. Here's Kyle Saul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Kida has a beat on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Into the box, Kyle Farmer, runner in scoring position with 2 guns. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Edwin Pro. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle from the stretch. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he's safe. Digging in now, Scott Warden. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Farmer rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Here's a high pop-up. Lombardozzi waits on it, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rockhounds lead it 10-2. At the plate, Bryce Norman.
Leading off for the Rockhounds, Catcher, right, Norman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Crowe on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, a diving stop. The second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Stepping up to the plate, Donald Hida. First offering on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Ernesto Cortez. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Urella is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Striding in, Henry Urella. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Digging in to try it again, Lee Hu. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to the right. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. The tail of the tape, not all that pretty so far. 10-2 our score as we meander toward a conclusion to this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Castro coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Andy Brignone. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Hida. And the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Steve Lombardozzi. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. From the stretch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Crowe racing back to the track. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Into the box now, Patrick Boyer, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, third baseman, Renato Nunez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Renato Nunez. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
Number 18.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. In now, Douglas Streeter. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Crow will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, right, Norman.
Ready for another shot now, Bryce Norman. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. The Rockhounds are out in front, 12-2. Riding in once again, Kyle Saul, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Hida moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Edwin Crow. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter, guys going out into the 8th, let alone the 9th inning, this has been a terrific start up to this point.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Hida is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. Midland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Coleman Riggs is credited with the win. Josh Guzman struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.